Hello, hello. Thank you for joining us again. This is part 2. KBM conversation. Um, we were discussing breaking society's body expectations. Um, some juicy conversation.
Yeah,
That's very juicy.
really juicy.
Very juicy.
We're about to get even juicier.
Yes. We left off on
talking about women just feeling like, having fairness when it comes to body expectations, like wearing clothing and stuff. If you're in a work environment and maybe you are maybe top heavy and you decide you want to wear a crop top, just because someone else is not top heavy, that doesn't mean that they should be able to wear a crop top because they're not top heavy. If we're going to have a professional environment, go ahead and tell everybody that we need to be covered.
Apply to everybody.
Exactly.
Right.
And so we were talking about that, and Charlie brought up a really great point as well, which is, so she said, so I was talking to one of my family members, and they said that they were too shapely as a child, so men thought that they could have her, and she hated her body shape and became sexually active at a young age. So I think that's really touching. It is. And then like the expectation thing again, the body expectation that because you are full figure, that means you must be an adult.
Right.
That's
you're
crazy.
Older than God.
People are.
It's crazy and it's scary.
It is.
It's
for parents, for mothers, especially.
Yes, if you have girls, that's very scary because, and I never understood it. You being a grown man. Yeah. Can we talk about that?
Holding people accountable and not blaming it on the child and the woman.
Why? Yeah. What could you possibly want with a child?
Yeah. One thing. And don't have nothing to do
I don't get it. Like that's sickening. That's very sickening. All because of she's more, I'm not gonna say advanced, but as body,
her body's
like
developed
she
faster.
Developed right.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. That's beyond crazy. I'll never understand that.
I personally feel like when you're an older man or older woman dating someone who is much, much, much younger than you, although we have our preferences, there are some people out there who genuinely look for people who are very, very young and inexperienced because they understand that they can play games with them mentally and physically.
That's a manipulator.
It's right. I'm looking for someone that I'm able to easily manipulate. Right. I'm not here to judge anybody's way of living when you're grown, because when you're grown, you're grown.
Right.
I didn't see, grown people, they have huge gaps in between on their relationship. Y'all are grown. But you being someone who is a adult, talking to someone that is a lot significantly younger than you and they have not even fully developed mentally. There are studies that show that our brain doesn't completely develop until we are 25 years old. So you're talking to someone that's a big gap right there.
Right.
And we say 21 is when you have to be able to operate something, but there's some things where you have to be 25 to go in. You got to be 25 and up or 30 and up to go into certain clubs, to touch certain things. You know what I mean? To experience certain things, you got to be a certain age. Why is that? If it was okay for us to do it when we're 21 and up,
when you're 21,
or when we're 18 and up, but we're not even talking about 18 and up. We're talking about a child. So that expectation of like, okay, once you've developed at this level, that means that you're ready for this kind of stuff. It's unrealistic to think that that's how you judge a woman. That's unrealistic, because me being a woman, it may have to do some part of it, my body and my anatomy, but me having less of a chest or more of a chest doesn't make me less or more of a woman.
Right.
That's not what womanhood is about. And I think that people mistake that. They kind of put those two together. Being a woman has to do with having a certain, shape, figure, dressing a certain kind of way, putting on makeup, having feminine things. Although this is all great and I love it and we celebrate it, that's not what me being a woman is. So if you think that by doing those things, that's what makes a woman, you'll be sadly mistaken. Exactly. Right. You're going to find that you're going to be disappointed with your choice and who you're surrounding yourself with, if that's what you're looking for.
I'm sorry your friend had to go through that. Charlie.
Yeah, I am definitely sad to hear that, because it's unfortunate. But again, we go back to these standards and we need to talk about how do we overcome things like that. I think with those kind of standards, it's going to come down to how we protect the children. It's not always going to have to do with the other person, because they're children. So they don't really have the awareness of, oh, so-and-so's looking at me because of this. So we have to have those conversations early about strangers and things like that. But then also we have to be able to call out the behaviors of a manipulator or someone who is looking for a child, a predator, you know?
Right.
So I think maybe that's
we
one
call
way.
those Chester molesters.
Oh, Lord.
Chester the molester.
Listen,
that's what we
whether
call
their name
those.
is Chester, Billy Bob, whoever.
Billy
Sorry
Joe
if your name
Bob.
is Billy Joe Bob, because we're not talking about you. That's not you. But at the end of the day, we got to be a little bit better about being self-aware about the thoughts that other people have. We can't pretend like they're not there. And when we see those red flags, we have to speak up. We talk about that, but it's a lot harder to do.
Very.
You know, in the moment when you see someone being teased or bullied for their shape, their figure, the color of their skin, whatever, it's a lot harder to speak up. So I think that's one way we could get help with overcoming.
Definitely a child, because you have some parents, I know this kind of off topic, but you know, a mother raising girls, like sometimes you have that child that will go to their mother and their mother don't believe them.
Yeah.
So then, like I said, I know it's totally off topic.
Or blame their body, you know, on
right.
them. Yeah.
Right. I've seen it be done. And I don't know. Like I said, that's totally off topic, but at the same time, we're still talking about body shape. Yeah. So that's kind of why I brought it up. Yeah, it's crazy. What's the comment?
I'm thinking we're gonna have to do
sick people. Yes, it is, Leslie. It really is. It's some very sick people in this world. Do you have anything else you want to say? Do we need to elaborate more on?
I think we touched quite a few different expectations. The one that I wanted to talk about mainly today, I had two. The first one was scars and stretch marks.
Okay.
I think it's very unrealistic that you expect a woman to not have any scars, bruises, stretch marks, like she's not a human, like she hasn't had things happen to her in her life, whether she fell and bumped her chin and now has a stretch mark, or a scar.
That's just my perfect skin.
Yeah, or whether you lose weight or whatever it is, like because I have stretch marks. I have stretch marks in my arm. You can't see it on there because this one is lighter, but I have in my arms, my legs, and I don't care about what other people feel. Like I had someone who's like, you don't think you need to even get a cream to do I think I need a girl bye? Like, mind your business. If I want to do that, I know what I need to do. But I'm wearing these short sleeve shirts and it's gonna be here. If I want to change that, I know what I can do to change that. But if I'm comfortable with it, then I'm just gonna live through it. Some people do want to change that, and that's their choice. Sometimes naturally it changes. The stretch marks change colors or whatever, maybe depending on what products you're using, because there are natural. There are natural ingredients that do lighten your skin naturally. So I don't, I see people maybe wanting to use something like that.
But that just goes back to what we were saying. By you being smaller than I am, it doesn't. Size doesn't mean anything, because as you can see, I don't have any stretch marks.
Yeah.
But you're smaller than me, and you're telling me you have stretch marks.
Yeah. And it's a big insecurity for a lot of women. Mine are different colors. These up here are lighter, and it looks like, if you look close, like maybe a scar or a welt or something. But as I lose weight and stuff, you see them a little bit more. And then in my legs, they're darker stretch marks. So it's like two different colors. So for me, I've had people say things. I've had plenty of times. One time, this wasn't stretch marks, but it's the same comment. You think you should go get Botox? You should try Botox. Okay, if you like Botox, that's cool, but don't project it onto me.
That's crazy.
It's you live your life, but you don't have to project your life onto other people. So in the conversation, I did not ask her. I did not ask
you. She just came with it.
Oh, yeah. I see wrinkle lines. I see worry lines. You should get Botox.
So what they're gonna do when they get old enough and that skin starts to sag?
Go get it again, I guess.
No, but at this time they're probably gonna be too old to get it.
My thing is, if you want to get it, do what you do. Like, that's your preference.
But don't judge.
Yeah, don't tell me what to do.
Right.
Don't tell me what to do.
That's crazy.
If I'm not into that, or I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that. And I think that's that whole mean girl mindset that, I've talked to you about this. We use this mean girl mindset or mentality that women sometimes carry, not all women, but some, where it's like you just want something negative or mean to say to someone else because you're hurting inside.
Yeah,
you're insecure about yourself.
Right.
Because I not once came to you and said, I'm looking for a way to get rid of these worry lines. Do you have any ideas?
Right.
No, we
Or
talking
your
about
skin is too tight.
we're talking
Like
about
you need to
work.
cut down on the bow tie.
Nothing to do with work.
Right.
I mean, nothing to do with skincare preferences. This was a whole conversation that was just thrown out of nowhere. So I'm just looking at her like, are you okay? Are you well? Like, how we get here?
Right.
No, really, are you well? Mentally, emotionally. So, you know, a lot of times you have to acknowledge where people do have their own personal issues and they will easily project them onto you.
Right.
So that's one.
This energy that
yeah, surgery does promote perfection. And there was a time back in the day when we weren't worried about perfection. It was more about health and taking care of yourself. And I'm not talking about 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I'm talking about back in the day, like we're going back to caveman time.
Oh,
we're going back to when
back to the granny
we're going back
days.
to that, because I think simplicity is where we have to start. Simplicity, let's break it down. A woman was there to create a child.
Right.
A man was there to help create a child. And when men selected women, they may have had, you know, their own standards, but it wasn't like, oh, stretch mark, oh, scar. Actually, that might have, depending on the culture that you're coming from, being that you're a woman who, you know, you've gone through things, you've experienced things, you're not just perfect, I guess. Depending on the culture, they might have been looking for that. But it's like at the end of the day, it wasn't so perfection driven. Like, oh, you need to have this. You can't have any scars here. You can't fart. You can't have bowel movements. I'm sorry, because that was another topic that I had when we were talking about body expectations. We talk about internal, or we talk about external, what people see. But another unrealistic body expectation is external. As a woman, you can't pass gas. You can't use the restroom. You can't have odor when you sweat.
Ladylike.
You know,
they say it's not ladylike.
Or you can't sweat. Yeah, it's not ladylike. But what's manlike? I think that there's manners, and that's just all around the board. It's not, you know,
definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it applies to both.
It does.
Men and women.
Now I can understand where some situations you might say, what's ladylike or whatever, because you're a lady, you're a woman, so you're not going to say what's gentlemanlike because you're a woman. However, standards like passing gas, using the restroom, burping,
that applies to both.
It applies to both. Right. Don't burp in my face. Don't fart in my face.
Please though.
And please spray. If you tear it up in there, just spray. That's just manners. Yeah. However, let's go back in the days when people used to use the restroom in their homes and had a bucket. Like, we've evolved, we've changed. That was definitely not sanitary. However, what I'm trying to get across is that there was a point in time where using the restroom was just something that your body did. Right. I ate, I use the bathroom.
It got to come out.
That's normal.
What goes in has to come out.
How did we get to this point where we have men, the lady farts? Yeah. If she farts, she's going to fart. So what does that mean? Are you guys going to break up? Are you
You're not interested in me anymore?
You're not feeling me anymore? Are you going to find someone else who doesn't fart? Because they're lying to you. I want you to know. They're going to fart.
Something.
They're doing it behind your back. Like, I talked to a man once, and he's like, I'm going to be honest with you. It turns me off. Just as long as you don't do it, just don't do it around me. But you get to do it.
I was about to say, so what does he do?
Yeah. Like, if we're in the same home and I need to release myself, however that may be, if you're in the kitchen and I'm in the living room, it's going to take a long time for that to get on over to you, baby. So in that time period, you have enough time to walk on upstairs. But if you're telling me that I need to excuse myself from the vicinity, I get going to the restroom, but some stuff you don't get to go to the restroom. Like if you just ate some food, and you know how sometimes you eat something and then you have to burp, or you have to get it out. Right. Don't burp in anyone's face. Turn away. Step up. Go. Cover your face. Yeah, but that's a part of eating. Don't tell me I need to go get up and stand up and walk to another room.
Go outside.
Go in the closet and cough into the corner and burp in the corner.
You have to go outside.
Go outside. Like, what? That's not natural. So I think that's another very unrealistic body expectation that we place on women, that you got to get out of that. That one is more catered specifically to women, because you don't hear too many women saying like, "Oh, I can't be with a guy that farts." Right. I can't be with a guy that farts.
Now I can't say when I was growing up and how I still try to do it. My grandmother, she would always say, "Go to the restroom." if you're passing gas.
Yeah.
So I definitely
be out of my space.
Yeah. Like, of course, you don't want to be in the kitchen passing gas.
Yeah. We cooking.
Yeah.
We cooking.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say like, oh yeah, just you gotta go outside or
But they slip out.
Sometimes they do.
They be slipping.
Yours.
No. Listen, it's a KBM conversation. We're being real.
No,
they be slipping, and if they slip, what am I supposed to do?
Slip.
He knows I'm not a robot now. Oh my God.
He knows. Oh God, you got me crying.
Yes, I gotta tell the truth. Let's see. Leslie said, Charlie,
surgery for fashion industry telling you to show more to be beautiful or sexy.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
There's so many things promoted to the public that's not realistic. Very true.
Very. And I was actually gonna I had another topic that I wanted to jump on.
Mm-hmm.
It would be the skin color and the hair.
That's a big one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is definitely a big one because I've seen personally, it hasn't happened to me, but when I've been in school, I've seen darker shades, women. I mean, beautiful skin, beautiful, but they get bullied and criticized because they're a shade darker or a couple of shades darker. Like,
I've seen that too.
No.
Yeah.
Just because you're darker, it doesn't mean that you're less beautiful than I am.
Yeah.
You just have a darker shade. That's it. And there's these photos on Facebook that I've been seeing of the women in Africa. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, some shiny dark skin.
They are all around the world. They're just not put on the platform where more people see them
because they're darker.
Exactly, yes. And they're everywhere.
People to have a lighter skin.
This is a worldwide thing.
We're being realistic.
In the U.S.,
right?
In Africa, in Spanish speaking countries and places, putting people who have those African features to them on the back is kind of a common thing because it's like we want people who are lighter and they are still just as beautiful, but all people are beautiful. So you'll see that in advertisements, even in places like Asia, like in India, or, maybe not, I can't speak too much to Japan off the top of my head, but like China, certain areas, it's just more common that people want to present that woman who has a lighter skin and that straighter hair. Well, I mean, I know what you were going with. Yeah. Though. Look, she light. Let me make sure I'm saying it right. But it is more common, and it's crazy. But when you do statistics and studies, some studies show that people are more attracted to that lighter version, even people who are of color. And part of that comes from growing up and only seeing that as the model. And
the
not
Barbie dolls.
Yourself.
Let's go to the Barbie dolls.
The Barbie dolls is a model. Yeah. It's very unrealistic to think that all women are going to look a certain kind of way. Number one. Number two, it's unrealistic let's talk about these unrealistic standards that are placed on people that have melanated skin to not get darker. And that's not just Black people. That's, like I said, in India, in other parts of Asia, in Spanish speaking countries, in Africa, there's a pressure not to get darker. I was teased for my hair, my nappy hair when I went to school. And it definitely affected me to the point where I'm like, I don't want to show off this hair because I'm not trying to have nobody messing with me today when I was younger. And then also people talking about my skin tone, or you don't want to go outside because you don't want to get too dark. So now, even though I love to be outside, even though we need some sunscreen, but it's just like, that conversation of not getting darker, that's a topic we don't discuss enough. People who are one pigmentation, I don't want to go outside, I want to be this. I've had people say, I'm just more attracted to a lighter woman, and that's okay. But then when I ask what happens when she gets darker, you just goodbye. Is that what it is? Because we got to talk about this now, because I'm a Black woman, and when I go out in the summertime, this pigmentation changes.
It changes, right?
So are you going to be okay with that, or are you going to be looking at me like I'm a whole new person? Yeah. So I think that's another big topic we don't discuss, and a lot of people experience that. Women who are Hispanic, I need to look like I'm more
a lighter shade.
Yeah, a lighter shade. Right. I need to look like I'm white. I can't look like I have, a darker pigmentation to me, or a melanated skin, or too curly of a hair. I got to flat iron my hair. I knew a girl in school, she only flat ironed her hair. She didn't want to wear her curls. She was Hispanic. So, you do this because curls is associated with something that's different, and you don't want to show that too much if your skin tone is already darker.
Right.
So I just think
definitely another the hair thing.
Yeah, that's a big one too. That's hair expectations. You thinking that my hair is I'm going to have my hair gelled down. I'm going to gel my edges down. It's great to do. It's cute. I like to every now and then, but naturally my hair is going to sit a certain kind of way. Right. And I'm not going to feel like I need to cater it. And it's not going to be straight. Yeah, and it ain't. Yeah. And it ain't.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
Like, and then there's different textures to my hair.
Everybody walk around with straight hair.
Yeah.
Like, where's the uniqueness?
Or even just, feeling like because it's curly, it has to be curled. There's different textures to my hair. And I've had people ask ignorant questions sometimes, and not coming from a positive place. Oh, your hair is a little different today. What are you saying here?
Yes, no, you know what gets
nappy today because I didn't put gel in it, and naturally I have
what gets me is when they hit you with that. It's interesting.
Yeah, that one.
What's interesting?
I had someone do that to me. Right. It made it feel even more like you're just trying too hard. If you like it, just say you like it. But maybe you're uncomfortable. But just voice
For
that.
one, I didn't ask your opinion.
Yeah.
I never asked your opinion. I had a woman, she came up to me, I think it was Thursday. She was like, I like your glasses. I like your hair. It's very interesting. So you know me. I said, well, thank you. I said I switch it up from time to time because I like to be unique.
He's very interesting.
It's interesting. That gets me every time. It's interesting. Like what's interesting? So you're used to just seeing people with straight hair.
Yeah. What's the intention? Hair. What's the intention is what I want to know. Like sometimes I might even ask, what do you mean by interesting? What makes it? What do you mean interesting? But for them, it piques their interest because clearly they're not used to it or they have never seen it. But no, exactly. Who asked you? My thing is like, we're never perfect, but let's just be genuine and be honest enough so that we can create great dialogue. Because I had someone who looked at my hair and was like, "Oh, you did your afro today. Different."
And another thing is when they come up to you and they,
"Oh yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that."
That irritates me to myself.
Don't do that because when I walk up to you and be like, "Oh my God, I love this. Oh my God." What are you doing? I'm not a chia plant. So they're touching up all on me and proving on me. Get off of me. So, I don't like that. And here's the thing. I want to make sure I address this because I don't want anyone who is not exposed to this or truly ignorant to this topic to feel like, dang, I can't even ask the question. Ask the question. Have the conversation. I've never seen anyone's hair like yours. Your texture is unique.
Right. Your approach.
Are you okay with me looking at the texture, or does that bother you? Is that offensive to you? Let me know, because if it is, then I totally understand and I won't ever ask again. I just want to know. I'm curious because I've never seen this. Conversate. Hey, your hair looks different today. And I know when I say different, in a good way, like it looks good. You look like a whole new person with your afro. I love it. You look cute.
It's definitely the approach.
You're wearing your afro. It's different. Is it really different, or is you just different to you? So, I think that just being honest, like, I've never seen that. I'm not used to that. Oh, well, this is my afro. I wear it like this. Let's have conversation. Just be genuine, be yourself. But it just comes off a little weird when these comments is so vague and you just don't know. I try not to assume what someone's intention is. I like to ask, but you do have those moments where you're just like, what? Like I had one time where, someone tried to reach for my hair and it was in the retail. And I just was like, what are you doing? I just kind of moved over and looked. I was like, where are you reaching for? Not me. But, I had another time where it was, I'll never forget. It was in retail. It was a tall white man who came in my store. Mm-hmm. And he was like, cool hair. I said, thank you. He's like, can I touch it?
How was it? What was the style?
It was, I wear it.
For him to touch it.
It was my afro, but it was like puffed out, I think. Mm-hmm. So it was like a lot of volume to it.
Was it like he had picked it out or something?
Yeah. So it was a lot of volume to it. And the way he asked and the way I felt about it, I didn't take it offensively. You know what I mean? It's just about knowing the person and deciding on whether or not they like that. Now, that's not a green flag. Don't come up to me trying to touch my head because I do have reflexes. But asking me, you know what I mean? Hey, I can just tell you yes or no, and then we can keep moving. I'm not gonna get mad at you for asking because I'm gonna just tell you no if I don't want to. But him, it didn't seem offensive. And so when he did, he was like, that is so cool. And it wasn't
he was truly intrigued.
What is this? Can I clip all the beats and take? It wasn't weird. It was just like he's never seen anyone with the afro fluffed up like that, you know, like hey. So he just like, you know, was trying to see how it puffed out like that. And then after that, he was like, that is so cool. He's like, I love your style. Like, I love your hair. I was like, thank you. And it was that. It wasn't anything after that. It wasn't weird. It wasn't, oh, you know, because sometimes people tend to go too far when you're nice to them, then they start doing extra stuff. But it didn't feel uncomfortable in any sense or nature. My coworkers had never experienced that. So they're not used to seeing somebody walk up to you and say, can I touch your hair? But it's common when you live in a world where people don't see you representing like that. Maybe back in the day, it was like that. Like, you know, people wearing their afros out and stuff. But even then, the communities were still somewhat segregated. So we're just getting to a place where we're able to see and embrace diversity. So in that moment, my coworker, her jaw dropped so low. Like when he asked, her jaw was to the floor. Like she didn't even know how to fathom it. And one of my other coworkers just stood there. They were just frozen and so shocked by it. And I was like, I get that question a lot, all the time. And she's like, oh my God, like people coming up to you asking if they could touch your hair. Like, would she want to pet you or something? I said, can I pet you? Wait. She could not fathom it. So, you know, I'm like, yeah, that's normal for me. It's normal to get questions like that. And when you're human, you get the same question over and over again. You start to feel like,
yeah, no, seriously.
Go ahead and pull out your Google and let's just look it up. And then go ahead and order you one of those fake Afro wigs so you can kind of get an idea of what the texture is going to be like. Because I can't be here to help you and school you through.
No, seriously.
But, you know.
I was at work and they were having like special events. And I was going to the restroom. And this is how it was. Say for like Monday, I had long hair. Then Wednesday, I had short hair. And the same lady, she seen me and she was like, wait a minute. She was like, wasn't your hair just long? Did you cut your hair? And
the question. I know women have gotten it. Any woman that wears extensions, a lot of predominantly African American women, but women who wear extensions have gotten the question. Your hair grew. Your hair grew. Right. And even though sometimes it's genuine because some people do that on purpose.
Now I be trying to be funny.
Yeah. Some of them know your hair hasn't grown. They know. But some of them are genuinely like, I just saw you yesterday. They're not used to that. They're not been around anyone.
It was funny though.
So yeah.
It was very funny.
But hair extensions is a very common thing in a lot of different cultures, not just African American. So it's sometimes dumbfounding because you're like, no, it's an extension. You saw I was bald yesterday. I didn't come back today. I was bald yesterday and I'm wearing my hair down today. This is clearly not my hair. It didn't happen overnight. I don't have superhuman power when it comes to my hair growth coming that fast. Like it grows, but we'll grow like that. So, you know, I think it does make you feel like that. But she said, girl, I know
that's right, Charlie.
Listen.
Look at you with your Coca-Cola bottle shade. She said, I find this comment offensive.
She said women find this comment offensive. Coca-Cola. Yeah. I can see that too.
Yeah.
Just kind of putting a label on my body, I guess. Let me see. I'm a wig queen.
I mean, but Charlie, you do look good. I hope I'm not offending you, but you look good.
Yeah.
You definitely
She said you look good. What she's trying to say is it's not cracking. That's what she's saying. It's not cracking.
Professionalism. It's not cracking.
Like, yeah, definitely.
She said thank you. Yes. I'll never forget that picture you tagged me in with that romper.
That KBM romper?
I didn't, and the thing about it is I didn't even know she was ordering it for her. Like, of course, I'm not quick to judge.
I didn't even know it was her. I was like, who is this woman?
She looked totally different.
Yeah. She always looks great and professional. but I just have never seen her wear like jumpsuits or like, I've never seen her in a setting where she's going out.
Right.
We always see her in
with her CKD,
home.
right?
Yeah. So that's what I'm used to. So when I saw that picture, I was like, who's this woman that you taking pictures of out and
it's
out
her.
And about?
It's Charlie. It's Charlie. I said, who is this? Yes. Yes. Look at Charlie.
These people.
Yes,
people in this
Charlie.
And then I was like, wait, that's the KBM jumpsuit. And I was like, wait, that's Charlie.
That's Charlie. I had no idea she was ordering it for herself.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you liked it.
You gotta have that. You have to have that freedom to to do what you want. That's a really great point too, Charlie. Like just the versatility. Why are we expecting that somebody has to look the same all the time?
Right.
As a woman. Like I want to change up my style. Maybe tomorrow I want to look, Afrocentric. Maybe the next day I want to look like I just got out of a oh man, I had to refrain myself. I just got out of a punk rock and roll music video. You know what I'm saying? I want to do man.
Or one of those that you just woke up out of bed and you just
what if I just want to change my style up? Why do I have to be put in a box?
Right.
So what you think is right for me?
Presentable.
So that's another really great one.
Perfect.
And then she made a statement earlier, which was women are starving themselves to fit society's norm. And that is true. There are some women who feel like I have to. And the crazy part about it is that if you do, when you go to school, they teach you about how not to treat your body. If you starve yourself, you are putting your body in emergency starvation mode, which makes it start to store fat. So if your intentions by starving yourself is to lose weight, not only is it a very unhealthy way to do it, number one, but number two, you're putting your body in a mode that's saying, I'm starving. I need you to save something for me because I need these nutrients. So people think that it's helping them when in reality,
it's hurting.
Yeah, it's hurting you mentally, physically. So I had a few times where I had talks with my friends about that stuff because I have friends who admitted to like, I used to throw up or I used to not eat just because I didn't want to be a certain weight. And what you don't realize is that you're contributing to gaining more weight in an unhealthy manner. It's not healthy weight being added. This is unhealthy weight because your body is feeling like there's no other option. I'm on lockdown mode. So we don't talk about that enough. It's just about getting to that image temporarily. And you can't keep doing that because it's very unhealthy. And I've seen some women who they do that and they are skinny and small, but they're malnourished.
Right. It's not healthy.
You're going to pass out. You're walking in the heat and you're about to pass out.
Right.
That's not normal. So I do think that that's another standard. We went through a lot of standards.
I know.
We definitely covered a lot of different expectations.
And the stretch mark.
The development of your body. The
hair,
silhouette,
skin.
Yeah, all of that. I think we cover quite a bit when it comes to
come on, KBM.
Okay. This is a great conversation. So what do you think the next KBM conversation is going to look like?
Oh, that's a hard one. Because there's quite a few. If the next KBM conversation, it would be when I say support, it would be more of like in Katan's words, the people that don't come around until you make it big.
Oh, yeah. The convenient ones. Conveniently here when everything's going well. Or when someone else is celebrating you, they conveniently pop up in the scene. Hey,
there you go.
But when you're asking them, hey, could you share this? Hey, could you refer someone? Hey, could you connect me with anyone in the industry? Hey, could you just take a sample? Hey, could you just post the link?
Yeah.
Then they just recluse back into their shell, into a turtle shell. You don't know where they at. You look up and
until 2 months later, they'll be back.
Where'd you go?
I think it would probably be somewhere. Like I said, there's a whole lot that I could talk about. But that one is very dear to me. It's big to me because I feel like, again, this is off topic, but I feel as if we're our biggest downfall. And when I say that, I mean as far as the support. Like, I don't want to say too much.
I ain't gonna say so much. Pretty. No,
I
think that's a great topic. And I think another good one too that I was thinking about was let's get out of this mean girl phase. Let's heal. Let's work on ourselves so that we're not projecting our own insecurities onto other people. Because I'm coming across a lot of people that are in a space that's not positive, and they don't understand how their energy impacts others. Mm-hmm. And for people who are not strong enough to speak up, to stand up, you're just going to run all over them. And your intention may not be to do that, but why, as women, do we have this thing where we want to either kick people while they're down, mm-hmm. or we want to be this pick me? There we have it.
You know, they're going to go hand in hand. Like support, because you can have business support and emotional support.
Yeah.
And then you can tie it to that getting out of that mean girl phase.
Yeah. I want to talk about this pick me phase where everybody likes to parade around and say, I don't do that. You know what I mean?
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. But we do want to say thank you. So we have a special thank you going on right now for this KBM conversation. Boss Babe Blog is going to be providing a free pair of earrings to one person that is in this KBM conversation. So Charlie, that just so happens to be you. I am going to be sending you a free pair from Boss Babe Blog. So I'm going to let you, I'm for KBM. I'm sorry, we are not selling KBM merchandise at Boss Babe Blog. But these are 2 new pairs of earrings that are actually going to be added to the website. So I want to let you select which one you would like. And then we're going to have that shipped to your home free of charge. So the first one is gold and it has sparkle on it. They're both very beautiful and sparkly earrings, but these are gold hoops. Look at that. And then I was having too much fun with that. The second one are sparkly hearts. And these both have the stem on them on the back. So they would need the earring backs. Well, actually, I take that back. The sparkly hearts has the stem. And they're sparkly and silver. The gold hoops does not have a stem on the back. It's like the hoop.
Yeah, like
hoop ending.
Yeah.
So let me put them up together so you can compare. Or you got the other one? Let us know which one you would like.
I don't think I got to come your way.
Let me screenshot this too because it's cute. Wait, my screenshot not working? I guess not.
Mm-mm.
Oh, well. Charlie?
Charlie, you here, Charlie?
Charlie? Oh, there we go. Look, I missed the whole chat. Okay, let's see.
She said, yay.
How do I get out the chat so I can see? Oh, yeah. Let's put you on. So, and we need to bring this closer. Okay, can you see Charlie?
She muted herself.
Oh.
So she would have to unmute. All right, drop it in the chat, Charlie.
You know what? We could also, because we're taking pictures anyways to upload them to the website. So Charlie, you don't have to make a final decision just yet. Once the new earrings have been uploaded, we will let you choose from the 2. So we'll share it in the KBM group. And all that we're asking for this free pair of earrings is that you just tag KBM and let them know that you had a KBM conversation and just share something positive that you enjoyed from it. So that's pretty much all that we need and want. And I'm going to be sending you that pair of earrings.
Yes, ma'am.
And the next time, let the chat kick me out of StreamYard. Oh, I see. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's recording. We'll have to see. Give me a second. But what you have to do is refresh if you're trying to get out of the chat on StreamYard. But if you're trying to stay in, when I get the X button in the chat. Are you on a phone? I guess it depends, because if you're on a computer or a phone, it looks different on StreamYard. I don't know what X is on the phone because I don't use it all the time. I only use it when I'm streaming.
It should just say leave like that.
Yeah, leave just studio. Refresh. And then refresh, and then it'll take you off the StreamYard app. But we will take pictures, and then we're going to send you both of them so you can have options. So you don't have to make any decisions right now. So just give us a minute, because we're doing a mini photo shoot for KBM's accessories. So we'll have it uploaded and then shared in the group too. So But yes.
And again, I want to thank my viewers, my followers, my support system, my support team. Look,
oh,
I want to thank you guys so much. I said it during our interview, and I'll say it again. I definitely see the elevation of KBM, and I'm excited. So stay tuned. There's more to come. Don't sleep on us. Don't sleep on us.
Me too. Me too.
Oh, bloopers.
Oh, yeah. You're right. You're so right.
I'm excited.
Okay.
I'm excited. I can't wait.
Oh, there you go. I see what you're saying, Charlie. So, yes, we have the KBM bloopers coming up today at, what is it, 2:30, I believe?
I think it's at 2:30.
Yes, at 2:30. We're going to be having the bloopers for KBM, and it's going to be on the Boss Babe blog show on YouTube. So it's streaming live.
I'm excited. This is my first time.
She keeps calling it the bloopers, but it's a whole show. It's the whole show and the bloopers. But she's really,
I just want to see.
Yeah, she just wants to see the bloopers. She don't care about all the hard work into
no, don't
rocking
say
these dresses.
that.
She not excited.
Don't say that, Katan.
She's not excited to see all my hard work. No, Charlie. Let me tell you why I say this. Let me tell you why I say this, Charlie. Because every time I talk to her about this episode, she talking about, and I can't wait to see them bloopers.
Charlie, because look, she's telling me, she's like, I got some good footage. I didn't even know she was recording when she was recording. So I'm excited to see what she got.
It did not matter what I had to say, Charlie. I could have been like, I just broke my ankle doing this film, and she would have been like, and I can't wait to see them bloopers.
Yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie. That is a lie.
I'll take the gold earring.
Okay,
I'll take the gold earring.
These are my favorite too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, I'll be getting those as soon as they get uploaded to the website, purchasing them and then sending them to you. And then I'll see you soon. Hopefully you'll be able to join us at the next KBM conversation. Shay is, as you heard earlier, she has a few topics in mind, but she's also cooking up a few things for her future virtual events.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us too, Charlie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having this conversation. It was very important and insightful.
Yeah, thank you. You've always supported KBM.
Yeah, definitely. And always have
to support me.
Yeah. But I think it comes from, we talking about stuff that is really positive and uplifting. I think that's important to your mental. Like, you got to be around people that are having those conversations, or else it just feels like you're in a funk.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But I'm about to go use a restroom. We're about to get some food because Katan is starving. This belly been making noises this whole interview. Oh, we still recording. Let me hold on. Cut.
You didn't see that?
Cut the script.